Hey, so I'm really glad that Freckles didn't get in the way of me and Rosa having a good time at the museum. Imagine what would have happened if I got mad, or I gave up, or I just walked away. Or if Rosa had never gotten that drink of water. She would have just been thinking about being thirsty the whole time, and that would have gotten in the way of active listening. So, when we make assumptions of other people, we're really misunderstanding them. We're really not getting to know who they really are or really hear what they're trying to say. For example, have you ever had a classmate talk over you? Did you automatically just think, how rude? But maybe we didn't have all the information of why this happened. Maybe they've never in their life been heard, or perhaps they have a hard time remembering what they want to say and they just blurt things out so that they don't forget. So just like the person who talked over you may need to practice active listening, we also need to practice having compassion to really understand why things are happening. So if we actually take a step back and try to understand that person instead of judging them, then we might be able to understand and better help the situation so it doesn't happen. And in this way, they can be assured that we're actually listening, and we can be patient and practice problem solving together. So why do we even make assumptions? We must challenge ourselves to truly listen without judgment. Believe it or not, this is really hard for our brain. This is because our brain tries to make sense of what's going on in the world by lumping people and situations together in boxes or compartments. It tries to do this so fast that it lumps people, places, and situations because they seem similar. The brain does this because it's so busy, and it's easier to jump to these categories instead of getting to know each thing, person, and place as a new and unique entity or thing. But sometimes the brain gets it wrong and makes assumptions or judgments without really checking it out. The brain ends up making mistakes. Slow down, brain, and take off the headphones and listen. But sometimes our brain thinks it knows better, and it doesn't want to change its view on things. This is because it relies on past experiences and different things that have happened in the past, and that makes it really hard for it to be in the present moment. Remember, our emotions are just our visitors. They don't have to stay with you a long time, or they can even take care of themselves while you visit with someone in the present moment. Remember, this is called a fixed mindset, and we really want a growth mindset. Just because it's easier for our brain to make assumptions doesn't mean that we can challenge them, and we should. So, our personal filters, judgments, assumptions, and beliefs can cause us to make mistakes. Has someone ever thought something of you that was untrue or even misunderstood you? That never feels good. It feels like we're not truly seen. So in order to really see someone for who they are, we need to ask for clarification or help them to communicate what they really mean, instead of us just making up stories about what they mean or who they are.